Hello. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yep, can do.
Okay.
And you're on YouTube.
Yay.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and light it up. Okay, Evelyn?
Yep.
Cool.
Darn it, Bobby, put your... You're like, darn it, you turned on your camera on. Just kidding. I'll turn mine on.
Okay. Chance, you trying to get on here, buddy? Good morning.
Good morning. Amy, I'm just going to send you an email just in case something happens with the thing.
Some help right here.
Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, mine's sleeping. She's knocked out on the couch.
This guy, he's all over it this morning.
It's
Hey,
sunny.
Tony.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Tony.
How you doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah, baby.
Is it warm, Tony?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Mid-60s.
Oh, wow. Good morning, everybody. Legacy Ride Shares right there. We got a little announcement to make about William this morning. He's getting promoted to field general. No. General of the field. Let's see let me see who's on.
Tony, I'm jealous. It's only 28 here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we had
28 degrees out.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
dying.
78. It's gonna be 78 today in gorgeous Las Vegas.
Yeah. 65 here today is the high. We were at two and a half weeks ago. We were at -12 with -26 wind chill. So we dealt with the cold, I guess.
Michael Esposito's on from Atlanta City. Koyat's on from the great country of Canada and Toronto. Hey, Koyat, you got to get going to work, buddy. I hear you guys got an office up there and all that stuff. Ryan Lindstrom's on. Good morning. Floyd Ferguson. Good morning. George Graham is on. Hey, George, how are you doing, buddy?
Floyd Ferguson.
Huh?
Lloyd Ferguson. You said Floyd.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen,
dyslexic.
yeah, exactly. Might start with your first name with your last initial. Let's see. Meredith is on. Hi, good morning, Meredith.
Joe Jones.
Joe Jones is on. Hi, Joe. We had a great call with Joe earlier in the week. So that's good. Michael Rickoff's on. Happy Saturday. Thanks, Michael, for all the work you've been doing too, buddy.
It's 82 in Boca. That's nice.
Ooh, wow. Yeah. Joe says 82. You know it's 82.
You know it's more like 92, Joe.
Art's on. Hey, Art, how you doing? Darius is on. Good morning, Darius. My dog is going crazy this morning here. You guys can check out Chance. Come here, buddy. Show your face. Show your smiling face.
You're a celebrity, Mr. Chance.
Yeah, these guys are all over it this morning. Let's see. Safe Rides is on from Manning, South Carolina. We're going to talk a little bit about South Carolina or North Carolina.
Yeah, Lori's here.
Yeah.
It's 53, but she's still going to the beach.
Yeah. Lori's doing some pretty exciting stuff. When you guys hear about what she's doing or what's happening up in her neck of the woods up there, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised at what she's making happen by her personal contact with all these restaurants up there. Okay, well, let's see, what time is it?
9:01.
9:01. We got a few more people jumping on. Tripping with Trip Delivers, Lori, there you go. She says, hi, Evelyn. Jim Clover from California. Okay, well, let me kind of give you guys some stuff before we get into the nuts and bolts and stuff. So since I was talking about Lori, let me give you an update on what Lori's doing. It's Morehead City?
Yes.
In Morehead City, North Carolina. It's kind of a beach community, I think, just like
People go, they run summer beach houses.
Yeah. So, but there's business there all year round. Anyway, Lori's, one of the deals when she contacted me was she had to put 30 restaurants on. They have a market of about 60 restaurants. So Lori's going to probably end up with about 25 when we open up here in the next couple, 2 or 3 weeks. She has to have a record amount of drivers and also customer downloads. The interesting thing that's happened to her is she's going around, and this is the last manual piece we had to do to get her open, because we started her down the road before we had all the interconnecting pieces done. So we had to send out email invoices. That's the last one. That's everything else is set up to be electronic. Anyway, as she was going around to all of her customers or potential customers, about 10 of the restaurants told her they're doing it exclusively with us. They're not doing it with Grubhub. They're not doing it with any of the other carriers, principally because they can save a lot more money with us. Now, I'm pretty sure that was unsolicited, because in our kind of world of thinking, it's about, not trying to replace any of the, delivery companies. It's about, sharing, and we'll earn our way in. We'll have a better product, better pricing model. So therefore it will shift over to us over time. And I've seen this happen in other industries. So I'm not really concerned. Will it happen? I think the nice thing is it's already happening. So here's another testimony of what works. It's, hey, the business model, I've said this for years now, matters. And this really does matter. One of the other things I always get, oh, the system doesn't work, this doesn't work. Trust me, the system works. I just got a long email that's so inconsistent with our system, and we'll handle that. But we had one of our drivers voluntarily made a video because he was surprised that everything works. His money, he did the deliveries, the money was collected, the money was sent directly to his bank account. Bing, bang, boom. So we posted that up. So that works. There's a lot of things that work. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. Things don't work. Like I keep telling you guys, this thing is bulletproof. It does 1 million transactions a month on this system worldwide, 1 million. So you can't be doing 1 million things and not, and have these kind of problems. When I tell you it's user error, we just went through a whole host of stuff the other day, and I'm not going to call out anybody, and the person's going to know exactly who I'm talking to, but I'm not talking to her because it's kind of endemic with what's in the system, what's going on in the system. So I was on a call the other day, and there was a lot of this and that, and I said, have you ever been on tripdelivers.com website? And she actually was embarrassed and said, no, I've never been on there. And she has done, singularly as a person, she's probably done more work and done more for the company actually than almost anybody else in the company. But she'd never been on the website. If you guys want to really participate, be successful, and this is my point, you have to know your business. You have to get inside the systems, learn how it works, be a student like Evelyn. Evelyn knows the system inside and out, backwards and forwards and everything else. So we have to, as a company, as a team of people, understand our product and understand how it works. It's really pretty simple, and it doesn't take that long to figure it out. Evelyn's going to do a little demo this morning. That's why she's on here. Evelyn, most of you people know because she's in contact with the field, and she does a magnificent job for the company and training now and making sure people understand the system. System, like I said, is not difficult. It does work in every aspect. Like I said, I got an email this morning from somebody. I'm going to share that with Tony a little bit later this morning. Tony and I have a call later. But you guys got to get intimately familiar with the systems to be successful.
Tony, tell him not to share it with you. You don't want the brain damage.
What's that?
The email.
Oh, no.
Evelyn and I both are going, we're that emoji with the brain exploding right now.
Yeah. So, but that's okay. But my point is, we've got a great product, got a great business model. You got a guy like Tony that comes along, and he's seen it all in the business. He's been there almost since the delivery business started ramping up around the United States. So he's seen it all, and he was done. He was out of the business doing other stuff. And when he saw this, you probably heard the story. When he first talked to me, he goes, "Oh, just another deal." And then he started going through it, and he goes, "No, it's not another deal. It really is a disruptor." And I was on the phone with some financial people the other day because we're out doing a fundraising right now. And the guy was blown away. He goes, "You really are a disruptor." And I go, "Yeah." This is gonna take on a whole new dimension once we get traction in these markets. You're gonna see something you've never seen before, how to take market share from the big guys. And I've been doing this for 45 years, so I definitely understand how to go get these guys. And I like going straight on. Once we're ready, which we are, with systems are live, we got all this stuff working, you know, you'll see it. So anyway, get familiar with the system. Spend 20 minutes and go in 20 minutes. Call Evelyn. She can set up a training for you guys in any area you want to train on. You know, if you're uncomfortable, just let her know and she'll set it up for you. Okay, a couple other things. You guys all know Toronto's alive and kicking, and Coyotte's up there, and Leonard's going to be jumping up there. Ryan's working that market. So that thing's alive. The other thing that's new that nobody's been told is, other than Tony knows, we're going to launch Houston. JP, who helped us in Nashville, was going to go down to Florida. His parents were down there, and he decided he had to go back to Houston. He's going to start lighting up the Houston market. We're going to start with next week at some point doing catering delivers there to get his 4 or 5 guys he's got that can handle that business right away. And then he thinks he can open up with about 100 restaurants in one corridor of kind of north part of Houston. It's a very high-end market. They have, believe it or not, over 1,600 restaurants in this market. So he's going to get 100 up within 30 days and open that market up in Houston. And then we'll just start growing from there, because it'll take over in that marketplace over time. So those are kind of the latest. We want to get, obviously, Atlanta, Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm going pretty quickly. We'll probably focus on that this week. We got a lot of the tech stuff behind us. So those are kind of the pushes. I think I mentioned that William Mathis is going to be down South Florida by the end of the month. He's going to be working down there for a week. He's got about 27 or 30 restaurants he's enrolled. So he's going to go back and get those guys online. We have a group of 3 or 4 restaurants in South Florida. All their menus have been loaded, so we're going to start cranking those up hopefully in the next week or so. So yeah, William will be down South Florida, and then he's going to swing over to Nashville. So he's going to be about 2 weeks on the road helping out. So that's really good stuff. Okay, so the reason Evelyn's on, the replicated site is up and running in your back office as we speak. Evelyn is going, you guys have been wanting this. Now it's, hold on just a second. Amy's getting me glued in on something here. So anyway, it's up and running in the back office. Evelyn's going to take you through a screen share of it live. I think it's live, isn't it, Evelyn? Or did you do a recording?
It's live. It's live.
Okay.
But I did do a recording just in case. But so it's actually here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go into your back office, I'm pretending to be Bob. Just click on Refer and Earn. So there's 4 different types of referrals that you can send out. So the first one is refer a customer through the app. Refer a customer online is what you guys would want to click on. Copy that link. If you guys want to save it in a notes, save it in your draft emails with a draft email loaded up, and you can start sending it to people. Definitely do that. And there's also refer a driver and refer a merchant. Any questions so far?
So they copy and paste the code for refer a customer online, right?
Yes,
so
sir. Yep.
For their ads, for social media.
Yeah. So if you guys just want to create an email to send out to everyone, or like just create a draft that you want to share on social media, Facebook or Twitter, just go ahead and write one up and then just put it in your drafts and your emails. At least you guys have it, and it's a quick reference for everyone. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through this.
So it brings you to where you have to put your phone number in, because we still have to get the phone number and OTP. Your location services need to be turned on. like we're at the big show.
Yeah.
And we're all of a sudden, the lion's gonna jump out. There it is.
This is all they got to fill out right here.
Yep.
The referral code will never go away.
Yeah, it's permanent, so you're not going to have a problem like one of the
Like the
issues.
app stores.
Yeah, like the app stores, we have no control over how long the code stays up. This is permanent. And I didn't understand that until actually Tony gave me some clarification how that worked.
So again, you guys just have to, one quick thing is you still have to wait for it to pull up on Google. So it automatically fills in for the address.
And then also there for the referral code where it says this can never be changed. We have still had some people contacting us to change it, but now at this point, because that populates your replicated site, so it cannot be changed, the referral code. So that's why we put that little note in there that you have to choose your referral code right then.
Yeah. What was that where it said, oops?
Which one, Bob? Sorry. Oh, it was just the, so basically it brings you to the marketplace and it says, oops, because there's no, I was registered in New York. So
Oh, okay.
there's no restaurants live in New York yet. So
Oh,
obviously I can't order anything. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So that's how easy it is. Tony, you got any thoughts on that? Does it look easy or?
Yeah, it's real simple. I'd probably maybe take people into the back office if we can.
Yeah,
right after registration.
absolutely. Do you want me to do it now?
Yeah. I think once they register, fire them to the back office. Once we're open all over the country,
Yep.
then it's, we'll have them come to the customer site.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll go ahead and just quickly run through the back office. Again, this is your main dashboard. Your profile is here. So
Well,
just
I
in
wasn't talking about that, Evan.
oh.
I was talking about once I register,
Yep.
like you're in New York. So that
Mhm.
page comes up because we don't have restaurants available for you to order from.
Yep.
Once you register, I just have it go into your back end.
Yeah, I agree with Tony. We just get Pobbin to shoot
There's
it.
some people that are registering on there because they're ordering. So that's the reason it takes them back to the market.
Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do then. We fire it right to the customer. We just have to let people know. There's no.
Yep.
So we
Yeah.
send them a customer welcome email.
Oh,
as
yeah,
soon as they do this
cool.
now. That will have the link for the back office. It gives them what the link is for the replicated site. It gives them the links. To
It's just a
download the
summary
app.
email. Yep, it's a summary email with all the links.
Yeah. One of the other things that we're doing besides replicated site, we get a lot of requests. We've talked about it, I think, is even last week it's how do we notify the referral partner that signed up somebody that person actually signed up. A lot of people get emails through our system and through the app. We can actually send a automated push notification. Soon as somebody signs up and completes the sign up process and is in your group, you'll get a push notification to your app that says the person's name, if they're just a customer or if they're a driver. It'll say, Bob McNulty, new driver, and that person's connected to you. You can then go back in your back office and look and make sure that they're in your downline, but it'll send a notification.
It will be through your app.
Yeah, it'll be
So
through
you
your
stay
app.
logged in on your app. I don't know if you know, but you never have to log out of your app.
Yeah, you can stay live on your app.
You can stay logged in for days.
Years.
And that's right. And then that's where the push notification comes. You have a new customer enrollment, gives their name. You have a new driver enrollment, gives their name. So that's a good thing. If you are sitting with someone and I sign up Bob and I don't get a notification for whatever reason, maybe he didn't go under me. So that'd be a good time to check my people.
Yeah.
And double check.
But anyway, so that'll be up and running Monday. Yeah. So you'll be getting automated notifications, anybody you signed up. So you can use that to really manage your business. It's going to be important.
And one thing, the replicated site sign up that Evelyn just showed is only for customers. Drivers have to sign up on the driver app because they have to submit their.
Yeah, right.
So
No,
just so you know.
Yeah. A couple other things. There are a number of people that are signing up and forgetting to put their real name on the site or their real SS number. It does cause us a problem from a legal standpoint. You guys, when you refer somebody, make sure it's very clear that they got to use their real name and their real social security number and their real address, principally for a number of reasons. One is it's against IRS regulations not to. The other thing is when we come to pay, if you bought the marketer program or whatever it might be, if you don't use your real name, that causes a problem. And the problem really gets around if somebody wanted to charge back, there's no recourse for us. It looks like somebody stole something or is not using their name. So we could get hammered and get a charge back for that. So if the person that signed up did it. So it causes problems. So just make sure he puts their real name in. We also moved the default for the driver tip from 10% up to 15%. So the default is 15%. Now the customer can choose to lower that or they can raise it even if they like. But the default is 15% now. We're trying to, without, causing problems with the customer, we're trying to put a little more money in your pocket through the tip. So that's already up and done. If it's not, it'll be done by Monday.
That's done. No,
Okay, that's done then. Okay. Welcome emails are going out.
The welcome emails, there's 4 welcome emails that we programmed. The new customer, as soon as they go either through their replicated site or the customer app, they get the new customer. There's the new driver. The new driver is going to be sent to them as soon as they fill out the first page, even before they start the verification, because we're finding some people are like, oh, I filled out my information. I think I'm a driver already. So they're not knowing that they have to submit their documents. There's the new marketer welcome email. And then the 4th one is when you fill out your merchant mid or driver mid information, it's going to trigger an email to you, because if you ever have to change that information for your direct deposit for the driver, then you have to contact Click. So we send you the Click terms of service and the information for that. So there's 4 new emails.
And those are posted up
Those
in the back office.
No, they're
Click.
just. Oh yeah, they're the terms of service are posted. Yeah.
Okay. Also, we're gonna, we keep getting, people miss the cutoffs for some reason, and they're posted in the back office on these little promotions. So we had a number of people request that, can we run another promotion? They want to get some stock options. So we put together a new stock option program for the next 2 weeks. It's from today, the 6th, until the 20th of this month. Ends at midnight Central Standard Time. And it's pretty easy. I think you can see it. It's already posted in your back office, correct? Mm-hmm. So this is already up in your back office under promotions. So it's pretty simple. If you enroll as a marketer, you'll get 50 options, 500 options yourself. And so will the marketer who signed you up get 500 options. If you have contacts on your second and third connects, you'll also get 500 options for that when they become a marketer. And if you sign up 3 direct marketers, we're going to double your bonus, or we're going to give you bonus out of double. So if you've earned 1,500 options for 3 people, we're going to bonus you out another 1,500. So the total will be 3,000 options. This is a very rich deal. I'd love to see everybody get moving down the road here and start recruiting and bringing on marketers, train them how to, go after the restaurateurs and recruit and bring drivers on board and everything. This is kind of the backbone of the company. So we'd like to see some activity on that. So this starts today. So it's in your back office. Take a look at it. What else? That's about it. Tony, you got anything you want to run through?
No, just excited that we've got the replicating websites up and running, and the marketing emails, the welcome emails are coming out. I'll work on for folks that get in the back office. We'll put together something, that's, new marketers start here, and it'll kind of spell out, the videos they should be watching, the sites they should be visiting, how to refer, how to get a, restaurant signed up, a driver signed up. So we'll make it pretty cut and dry for someone once they become a marketer or once they become a customer, what they need to do if they want to start referring and earning, and if they want to upgrade, if they want to drive, it'll be pretty simple. So we'll start working on all that stuff. All the training information's there. I think, just put it in place to where it's really easy to find in the back office for a brand new person. So they not that we're not going to help them, but that way they don't have to rely on their sponsor. I mean, some people sponsor folks in that are cold market. They don't even know they've signed up. Some people sponsor folks in and they've got, careers. They're flying all over the place, doing a lot of different things, and they don't have a lot of time to hold someone's hand. So it's nice if we have, a place in the back office where it's like, hey, click here. I know we've got some amazing trainings. I just think we're going to simplify it for folks. So they've got, 4 or 5 things that, hey, this is where you need to start. And then after that, they can kind of, hunt through everything on their own because there's so much great information out there for them.
Yeah. Hey, one quick thing. I made a mistake on this. This is not, it'll be posted up in the next couple hours.
I'm told today.
This will be posted up today.
We'll
It's not up
right
yet,
now
but
on
we're going
social
to
media.
we'll post it on Facebook and all social media right away so that you'll have that.
We might have it on email. Some of us got emails. I think the marketers did. So
Everybody got an email
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, we sent out a bunch.
Yeah. So it should be in your email, the attention email. Check that out.
Yeah.
It's got the promotion down there if you scroll down on your email.
Yeah, so Tony's trying to make this easier for everybody, step 1, step 2, simplifying the process, and it's a process we're going through to, get this stuff right and get it down. I think we made some pretty good strides. We pushed everything aside to get this piece up. The replicated site will be going back to, I guess,
Verb and Ghost Kitchen.
Yeah, so Verb and Ghost Kitchens are on the hit list to get fixed. The Ghost Kitchens are the ones in Nashville because there's so many items on each one of these. It's like 20 menus. So we have to, it's a technology change for the system to read it and split these all out automatically instead of us doing it by hand.
The other thing you didn't announce was everyone got paid via e-wallet this
Oh
week.
yeah,
I
I kept asking Amy this week. I said, have you had anybody say they didn't get their money? And she goes, no, nobody's said a word. I said, are you sure they got their money? And she goes, yeah, it's all been deposited in their e-wallet.
I texted a few of you guys and said, can you make sure you got paid?
Yeah. Amy texted William and said, hey, can you check and see in your e-wallet if you got your money? Because if he got it, everybody else should have got it.
It was so quiet for payday.
Yeah. Nobody is banging on the phones. Where's my money? So anyway, that's up and running, the e-wallet. But yeah, this week is a big week for Verb and the menus for the Ghost Kitchens.
You might want to tell them the one change we're going to make this week for the e-wallet that Tony requested for the EIN.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So on the e-wallet, what we didn't have on there was for LLCs or corporations. So we're going to add the EIN and a space for the corporate names and things like that.
It will accept it right now. It's just we have to add the wording on it.
Yeah. So there's a couple
I
of things.
imagine as a company, just so you guys know, not Bob and you guys, but you guys that are watching know, if you put down an LLC or EIN, you're going to need to, before payment goes out, you're going to need to send your corporate paperwork in. Figure out what email, Amy and Evelyn can let you guys know what email you'll have to send that into, or maybe in the back office, we'll put a submit corporate paperwork. We need the articles of organization from whatever state you organized in. We need the EIN letter from the IRS.
Yeah.
I think that's
Those 2 things.
But if we had a link and it went directly to Click, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll set up a link in the back office. It's a good idea. And then we'll just send it straight over to Click. That way they got it. We don't have to get in between it, Makes it easy.
That's perfect. Yeah, keep it easy.
So there's little things like that Tony's finding, we're finding, and we're going to get them pretty straightened out. The Verb product, right now, Tony, I think you've given them almost everything they need.
Yeah, content's really strong. We'll obviously continue to build content. There's going to be constantly new content coming into that, but they've got, the content that's on there is pretty strong right now. So we're just, as soon as our programmers and their programmers, it's mainly their programmers, get everything together, we'll be ready to launch.
I just saw a blurb on them yesterday in a press release that Microsoft said they're one of the top companies that they do business with.
They're the real deal. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're in the top 10 of companies that do business with Microsoft. So these guys know what they're doing big time. They're just not the fastest guys in the room. So
once it's set up, though, it's set up. There's nothing really needing to be done. So
we'll have those guys up and running here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We got some work to do this week, then get send it off to them, and then it's up to them to get us up the rest of the way. What else?
You want to hear some questions?
Yeah, we could take a few questions. I'll let Tony handle.
If they're tech questions, we got Evelyn on the line. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
At the Canadian use my referral link, will we get paid on them as well?
Well, absolutely.
I know.
Yeah.
I just thought you should answer that. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's not the only one that had that question. Someone's asking about rideshare in Texas.
Rideshare in Texas. We're not doing any rideshare right now because COVID is still a problem. The rideshare industry is off about 70% right now. My guess, it's going to be later in the year before it even gets lit up. We have some specific things we're doing, just so you guys understand. Right now, we're going to light up as many markets as we can. I would invite all of you, if you're in Orlando or Atlanta, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or West Palm Beach, get out and start getting restaurants online. George Graham, when his restaurants come online, and we have a bunch of others in the market, and we turn the market on, you guys will be, ripping in those markets. So it's really important for you guys to understand that we've got to move this process along, but we're not going to go in the rideshare space. What we want to be right now is get the restaurants up. And as these markets start to come online and they start ramping up, we're going to unleash the grocery product right behind this stuff. So that app is already built. It actually has a name. It's called GoGo Deliveries. And they just click on it. The customer puts their address, the address of the pickup. It charges them, and we go pick it up and drop it off. So that's already programmed, pricing wise, the whole 9 yards is ready to go. But we're not going to do it until we get a market on fire like Nashville. We need to get another 100, 150 restaurants up, get more drivers, get real active. Then we'll turn on the grocery business. The key here is moving cars. Keep that in mind. It's about getting the drivers busy so they have enough business that they can earn a great living with our business model. So the way to do that is have more pickup and deliveries, not just restaurants, but groceries and eventually general merchandise and all the other stuff. And Tony's very familiar with this because that's part of his business model, and delivery.com does it. And so it's nothing out of the ordinary. We're just picking another lane. And then when we could enter into the rideshare space anytime that the market's up and running. One, again, is our business model so radically different than the competitors. So
And it's already built.
yeah, and it's already built. There's no build out to do. It's already online. In fact, we had an order on groceries about 2 weeks ago.
And we all freaked out.
Yeah, because we couldn't deliver it. Obviously, it was in Washington
State.
Yeah, it was in Washington State. So we let the person know, and then we
shut. They actually canceled it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then we shut that part of the technology off, so it doesn't appear right now.
There's a little bit of confusion about the referral links. A lot of you asking the same question. So you have your referral links, Evelyn, if you want to help me out with this. You have
Yep.
your referral links that are on your app, and those are connected to your referral code. You can share them from there. The problem with those is the reason we're building this replicated site for you is the App Store does not allow the referral code to stay embedded indefinitely. So now you have this replicated site, which will never change. Everybody has the same form. At the very end, it is your referral code. You can see what it is, go in your back office. It's only located in your refer and earn in your back office. And that you share online. That is the best way. A lot of you making Facebook ads, posts, and say, oh, my referral code didn't stay in. How do I know it stayed in? You use this one. This one stays in. This one does not go away ever.
And it's better because people get to sign up. They can sign up, and even if they go back to it 3 days from now, a week from now, it's still there.
Yeah.
Because it's on the website. It's not on the app.
It's made for speed, and it's made to last. Easy, if you want to email out, to 20, 30 people, however you go to market, it's use that product, and it'll make your life a lot easier to get up and run.
And ours.
Yeah, we're hoping it's going to cut down on some confusion and other kinds of issues.
Because part of the problem, you guys, when we move people, it's not such a big deal moving people. The big deal is the money doesn't move. with this promotion, the stock options don't move. So right now we have 4 people. I'll tell you that our finance team they can't pay them via the e-wallet because the money doesn't show under that person.
Yeah, you got to get the person signed up with you before they become a marketer, because if you have to move them, then it just creates a whole host of manual problems for us. We'd have to move people up by hand, then we have to recalculate the commission run, we have to recalculate the options, all that stuff. Just make sure they're signed up with you before they sign up as a marketer, and there's never an issue. But if they sign up as a marketer and they're not under you, they're under somebody else, or they're signed up by themselves, then that, like she said, the options and the money don't move when we move you. And because the way the system's set up, and it shouldn't, it's a security issue. So anyway, just keep that in mind.
And yes, Deborah, you can make a QR code with your replicated site.
Yeah. One of the things we're doing, they're working on right now, hopefully it'll be up maybe in the next week or so, is the automated QR code. Yeah, if it's up next week, then you'll be connected automatically with a QR code that you can send out with your link. So we're trying to automate as much of the stuff as we can for you, so you can go fast. We want you to step on the throttle.
Iris wants to know if we have the website in Spanish.
Iris, we do. It's a translator. If you go to the bottom of the page on the website, you'll see translator, and it's got multiple languages. Now, is it 100% Spanish? You know how the translators are. They're not that great, but it's probably 80 or 90%. So all they got to do is click on Spanish, Español, and they should be able to help themselves there. Also has, I think, about 20 or 30 languages on the translator.
I don't think we have those all on.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
But they are available.
Okay. So yeah, it's in Spanish, but it's not.
It's in French too.
Yeah, we have it in French for Canada also. We just added that last week, I think. So it's in English, Spanish, and French.
Do you know when Trip will be opened in LA and Ventura County?
Yeah. It's the same question I get every week.
I think this is a new person, so give her a break, Jordan.
Yeah.
I've never seen her on here.
So the way it works is the field has to get the restaurants signed up and drivers signed up. And at the speed they work is how fast the market opens. Now, I can tell you that our competitor companies, because they have a paid staff of people that are in the field, it's different than what we do. They get markets open in 4 to 6 weeks, and they have usually a minimum number of restaurants. Us, it's a little different. You guys are working, you're entrepreneurs, you're working for yourself. So it's just a matter of how you go about that. However, we've learned a lot about Nashville, and that's one of the reasons we decided to go to Nashville and look at it. Do we open a market, with 100 restaurants, 200 restaurants, whatever? Tony's got us focused on, going into, doesn't matter the size, but really looking at a piece of the market and get up and running. And so we're after we watched all this, that's what we're doing in Houston. We got JP up there. He's got a small group of drivers that he's signed up, I think a couple of dozen already. So he's going to select a handful of those guys, and he's going to get them working with him closely to get restaurants opened up. He's very excited about it. He thinks he can get 100 restaurants up probably within the month, and then we can turn it on for him. But he's going to have some of his guys going this week on the catering side of the business. So, and that's pretty good money because the time and distance is farther. The average drive on that is about 15 miles. So it's a little different business, but at least it gets 3 or 4 of his drivers up and working right away. So that's the thing. They can start putting money in their pocket.
One thing, a lot of them saying they don't get the email that we sent out yesterday. So the email is sent to all active drivers, all active customers, all active marketers. That's why some of you get 2 if you're a marketer.
Yeah.
And that's my mistake. You get to
What I would do is send your name and email,
send it to support, and we'll make sure.
and then they'll put it on the list and see what the problem is. But
Yeah.
just send your information to the support, and we'll get you on the email list.
And then also lots of you asking for posts for restaurants, drivers, marketers. We have 3 Instagrams, 2 Twitters. We have a Facebook group. We have 3 Facebook pages. We have a LinkedIn. We have a Vimeo. We have so many things, and all those videos you could download and share. And they're all inviting restaurants, inviting drivers, telling you be a part of the movement. So you guys have to get on there and follow us so that you can download them.
Yeah, a lot of the videos that are made in the market are done by the referral partners. They do some great work. Coyote does some unbelievable stuff. There's a lot of people that are knocking out some great product that we use. One of the things we are going to start looking at, we've talked about, is tailoring the width of what we got going. We may have way too many sites out there to get involved in. But yeah, I mean, we do we have a ton of information. Evelyn has made terrific videos. She's trying to make them much more simple to understand and all that stuff. So those are some of the things. We got a huge amount of library on stuff, so use it. As we get moving down the road, we'll be cleaning some of that out. Some of the older stuff we'll get rid of because it's not relevant. We don't want people getting confused. But the last 4 or 5 things that Evelyn has put together has simplified a lot of the process.
Lori's asking about the Go Deliver in North Carolina.
Yeah, we can do that, but not right now, Lori. Let's stay focused. Let's don't have the new shiny penny drive us. Let's just get our business up and running, and then you can do anything you want. Once you're a dominant player in a space, then you can do all the It's like they say in football, you can throw and pass the ball and stuff. We got to get the ground game going first, and we got to get the ground game done.
Is there a way we can know which restaurants are already signed up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on tripdelivers.com and click on Nashville, click on Brentwood, and click on Franklin, and you'll see all the restaurants that are signed up. Or if you want, you can go on Market Tracker, click on Market Tracker. It'll zoom in. You can zoom in on it. You can click on the little icon that looks like a restaurant. It'll tell you the restaurant's name and address.
Those are all the ones that paid $1.
Yeah, those are all the ones. If they didn't pay and they're free right now,
then they're still open for everybody.
Yeah, so we consider that not a non-starter, so we don't list it. But use the tools that we have. It's tripdelivers.com. If you haven't been on there, you'll be amazed. It's a great product, just like anybody else has got. It's sourced by restaurant types. So if you have Indian or Chinese or whatever, Mexican food, whatever, it sorts and filters all this stuff out. You can go with vegan. You can go with, gluten-free. You can type in gluten-free, and it'll bring up probably 50 or 60 restaurants that have gluten-free products. So go in there and familiarize yourself with it, because this is the product that's where, if we had 100 markets, you're going to have 100 markets of restaurants, which could be in the tens of thousands of restaurants by that time.
Miles says, where do I send photos of new restaurant signups for the trip group?
Yeah.
You can send those right to the Facebook page, or on social media, anything, the social media people get that and then post it. Please send them, because right now the only one sending them is Kevin Steele, and he's signing up about a restaurant a day in Tucson. So he's taken over the social media. So please send some.
I might mention Kevin also. He's got about 25 or 30 restaurants. He's going to do the same thing that Tony's been talking about. I told him if he gets into the 25 restaurants, give him about 50, and they're in a centric area, we'll light him up right away. And he's gonna do that.
Meredith, I see there is not a web referral link for the driver.
Go ahead, answer it.
Drivers can only sign up on the Trip Delivers driver app, because they have to enter their information, their selfie, their license, their registration. There will never be an online sign up for drivers. This is just for customers.
And drivers have to have the app. They can't do a delivery. Like we can't send them on a delivery without them having the driver app.
Yeah.
So they have to do the app. That's the only way to do it.
Unless they have a really long extension cord.
Well, you know, the bottom line is if you've got a driver, you can tell them, hey, sign up online through the app through the replicating website as a customer. You know, they can always do that. Then they can download the driver app and move on that way.
But there's still, so people still that sign up on there, you're still going to want to encourage them to download the customer app because that's where they're going to order from.
Right.
So this is just basically for you guys that are referring, and the referral code is not staying embedded for a long, we don't know how long it stays embedded for. So we're trying to make this easier so that we don't have that problem anymore. That's the whole reason we made it.
So it's just a tool to help everyone. It's not there to replace anything. It's a tool to help everyone. So I think that's what everyone needs to understand. We're putting it on to help you guys, not to replace anything that's already live.
So Bruno wants to know, why does it take them to the marketplace?
Because they're a customer, Bruno. Right?
Right, exactly. So they're a customer. Let's pretend like I come across tripdelivers.com, the website, and I'm like, oh, cool, I can order something. Well, then I sign up. I can put stuff in my cart all day long, but as soon as I'm going to order on tripdelivers.com, I have to sign up. I have to put in my phone number. I have to enable location services because they have to deliver the food to me, and I sign up. That's the reason that we made this sign up for you on the marketplace. They're signing up as a customer. We're adding in the replicated site with the referral code embedded so that it's embedded. So when you share this, Bruno, I know you're one of the ones that made a Facebook post that had thousands of clicks on your post and didn't have anybody sign up. And you were accusing us of stealing your people. And we didn't steal your people. You have to understand there's two things happening here. Sometimes people click on Facebook ads and then they don't sign up, right? And then the other thing is they might have downloaded the app. They might not have completed the sign up. And then they might have completed the sign up and the referral code disappeared. So this way, you're going to eliminate that problem, Bruno.
Yeah, that's the whole reason for the push notifications through the app. So if somebody you've brought into the company and they tell you, I enrolled, I did the whole thing, and you never got a notification, you can just about bank on it they didn't complete the sign up process. It's just that simple. Then you can go back if you get a push notification they signed up. I just go in your back office and look in my people and you'll see the person. If you don't see them, then there is a problem, but there shouldn't be a problem because it's all interconnected, every bit of it.
So Meredith says, why don't we get rid of the apps then, the app referrals, and just use the web?
I can answer that.
You can use the app referral, those referral links, and if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, we're in the mobile app business. It's how this works. In case you haven't understood that, this is how it works. We use applications to drive the business. And the reason for that is it's a closed loop system. We can put the person's credit card information in there. We can do a lot of things that you can't do if you didn't have an app. Okay? So it's pretty straightforward. Do you know how many apps are downloaded per year on the internet? It's a shocking number. It's in the billions. They have more downloads of apps than they do of music. So it's pretty frightening, the amount of things that go through the internet through apps. So mobile applications, the thing. What you need to do is figure out how to use the mobile app to your advantage, and you'll find out it makes life a lot easier.
I have 400 apps on my phone, Bob.
Me too. I love that new thing.
Yeah.
You can actually search for your
Yeah. So apps are where it's at. If they weren't, you think Apple would be spending hundreds of millions or billions of dollars a year, but they're generating billions of dollars a year off the app. Same way with Android. So
it just gives you another way to do it. So
I would like you guys to learn the system we have because it's pretty bulletproof. It's not hard. It's actually pretty easy. I can do it. And if you embrace it, you're going to be successful. If you don't embrace it, you're not going to be successful. It's just that
So
simple.
this is a good one, and I think we should answer it seriously because we found out that certain people don't know this. Where is the marketplace?
Okay. So once again, the marketplace is where we put all of the menus by market up. So we could have 100, 200, 500 restaurants in a market. And hopefully we do get 500 to 1,000 in some of the bigger markets. So we put all of those restaurants up there. We call that the marketplace. That's located on tripdelivers.com. If you guys want to do yourself a favor, raise your hands and want to do this, everybody. I can't see you, but raise your hands. And then when we end this call, just type in your browser, tripdelivers.com, and go on there, and you'll see a bar that says, put your information in where, and where you are. None of the markets are open except for Nashville and those other two markets.
Order somebody food in Nashville.
Yeah.
You got a friend in Nashville, send them some donuts today.
Yeah. So you'll go on that, you'll put in Nashville, because you're like, if it was open in your market, it would automatically bring up your market. There's nothing to type in. It would just bring your market up. But here you just have to type in, and it's autofill. So if you type in Nashville, by the time you put the NA in, Nashville will come up, you click on it, and then, wow, all these menus will come up in the Nashville market. If you want to see Franklin, you click on the bar and put in Franklin or Brentwood. It's that easy. But go to tripdelivers.com. That is the marketplace for the company. That's where all the action is. That's how orders get placed. That's where all the transactions happen, right through that website. Once again, if you're new, your sponsor should have mentioned that to you or walked you through it, whatever. I think what I'll do is, Evelyn, maybe you could just do a 1-minute video on that, and then we can get that posted up and so they understand. But that is the backbone of the company. That's where the transactions happen. And then for your information, your personal information, where is that located? That's mytripdelivers.com. So that's for the referral partners. That's where you go to find your commissions, people in your downline, who's doing what in the space. There's just loads and loads of information. Your e-wallet's there, all that information's there. So those are the things that your sponsor that brings you on board should be, walking you through where that information is located. But tripdelivers.com is the marketplace. And I know it's confusing. What's a marketplace and what's Trip Delivers and what's the difference? There's no difference, all in one. Marketplace is just talking about because there's hundreds and hundreds of restaurants in there, and there'll be soon to be thousands.
How do restaurants upload their menus? They just go in their back office?
No, how a restaurant uploads their menu is the best way is to give it over to the person who enrolled that restaurant, and then the company will set up the menu for them. We're not going to dictate pricing or anything. We'll convert the menu over. We'll get it posted up just like anybody else. We'll manage it from that standpoint. We will not manage the pricing because the pricing is up to the restaurant.
Right. So once we build it for you, our restaurant team contacts you to go online and approve it. And at that point, they will show you how to make it's actually very, very simple. In their merchant panel, they can make adjustments. They can add items. They can add photos to items. But we like to upload it for you initially just because it can be a little overwhelming.
Yeah, some of them only take 20, 30 minutes to get up to speed and get it posted. We had one that took a week, had 3,000 items in it. Between Evelyn and Amy and a couple other people, they were blinded by it for a week, or more, trying to get it up. But they got it up. It's just part of the process. We will be, as we start ramping up, we will outsource a bunch of this so we can stay up with the flow. So if we got hit with a couple hundred or 1,000 restaurants over a couple week period, we could still get them up on time because we're going to be outsourcing.
Dwayne wants to know, can we repost the Facebook, Instagram videos? Yes, the Vimeo. Yes, those are for you.
Yeah.
Repost them. We have a new driver on the training right now. William Rose. He's in Nashville.
Oh.
He wants to know how he can start driving.
Sign up.
Dwayne. William, you got it.
Our go-to guy, Dwayne, can help.
Yeah, I think Dwayne's helping him on here.
All
And
right.
then lots of you asking for personal training with Evelyn. Evelyn has the training. Evelyn, you're gonna kill me. On Mondays, that's your personal training with Evelyn. She's there to answer any questions. I get really upset when I get on there and there's nobody on there. Well, there's people, but not enough of you. All of you should be on there asking your questions. You guys should be the expert at all these things that she's going over, the sign up, the restaurant sign up, all of that stuff. She goes over it every single week. I want it to be like, you go on there and you're like, oh, Evelyn, I already know that.
Yeah. So Evelyn's the smartest person in the room when it comes to the systems by far. And
I play around a lot.
Yeah. If you just get on her trainings on Monday, you'll gain a lot of information. You can interact with her and ask questions and all that kind of stuff. So let's do one more question and then we got to wrap it up. I keep saying we're only going to do 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Empower Life, Evelyn, this is probably for you. Their address is not. Okay. They're on the marketplace, and it doesn't show you any restaurants.
Why?
Because it's probably which city are you in. That's the first question we'll ask is what city you're in.
Yeah, so they're not in Nashville proper, but we moved the circle out 15 miles of the center point. So there's going to be overlap. For example, Franken may overlap into Nashville.
Yep.
So.
All right, let's do one last one.
Okay.
Aris.
Okay, Aris. Buddy, where you been? I haven't heard from you lately. Scaring me.
Are we getting close to open the Miami market? And some people are asking about the Nashville drivers getting charged.
No, Nashville drivers are not getting charged yet.
Pushed it back again to April 10th.
Yeah, so we want you guys to get our market really rolling before we start to charge. We're trying to work with you and make it work.
And Aris, I'll answer the first question halfway about Miami. So we're going back and forth right now because I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be really honest. There are 11 paid restaurants in South Florida, and that's not enough. But you know what? There's a lot of drivers down there. So Bob wants to turn it on.
Yeah, I want to turn on those markets right now.
We cannot turn it on with 11 restaurants.
Yeah.
We can't. So that's the whole thing holding us back right now is we need more restaurants in South Florida.
I have to tell you guys again, the speed of the market opening is up to you. It's if you want to go in there and knock out 1,000 restaurants with 20 people, I know what I would be doing. If I lived in that market, I'd find me 20 guys that we all partner up, form a little partnership, and we go kill it. Because with 20 people, you could easily put 500, 600 restaurants online in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Just do the math. You just got to go out there and approach them. You might get, 10%, 15% rejection, of people. That's a small amount because of the business model. But you go in there and light it up. But nobody seems to understand that business model. You have to work as a team to go light up a whole bunch of markets, particularly inside the size of Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And you've heard me say this. We have over 19,000 people signed up just in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, of addresses that we have in our system of people signed up to be a driver. So we don't lack people. We lack restaurants. Once we get restaurants open, so it's up to you guys. I'll tell you right now, I'll open up all those markets, but the problem is nobody's doing any work there. You guys have to get aggressive. I mean, George Graham is going to be, the lead guy there because he'll have in those 4 markets we've talked about with the deal he's got. Once that gets up and running, there's probably about 1,800 restaurants in those groups, and those are all George's. So that'll be 1,800 that we already have, but we're not waiting for them. We need to get up and running. So we need to get these markets open right away. That's one of the next areas that Tony and I are going to start working on, which is going to be Atlanta, Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale and West Palm. Those are the markets we're going to focus on. JP's got, I believe he's going to get that market open in about 30 days with 100 restaurants, pretty darn quick. I mean, he did a thorough analysis on the market and gave it to me the other day. So that's why he's going to win. because he's gone in and analyzed the market. He's already got drivers. He's already doing the recruiting. He's already knows he's got a game plan down. And that's why Lori's winning, because she's got a game plan down. Look, all of this is bouncy kind of stuff. You know, it's all new kind of stuff we're doing. So nobody has the right answer, but just go, you know, the best thing to do, if you don't know how to swim, go jump in the pool and hold on to the side. You know, you're not going to drown, right? But you're going to get wet. And that's what you guys got to do. You got to jump right in and get after it. You'll be shocked. And the ones that are going to kill it are going to make a freaking fortune. I mean, it's crazy amount of money. I had Joe Jones. He introduced us to a guy that's really involved in the restaurant industry through doing some social programs. And the guy's got 10,000 restaurants. Joe's going to sign him up, and Joe's going to be the beneficiary. He'll have a bag of 10,000 restaurants he can start working, right? So those are the things you got to jump in. So if you guys want to get Miami open, jump right in. Go get 20 of your best buds and get after it. Anything? I think we're probably done. We've gone way too long. Tony, you want to wrap it up? Hey, Evelyn, thank you. Yeah, you and I got another call in 2 minutes.
No worries.
Evelyn,
Bye.
thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
If you guys have any questions on the replicated site, just hammer support with an email and she'll jump right on it for you.
And Monday, go to her training.
Yeah.
What time is it, Evelyn?
It's at 8 p.m. EST and 5 p.m. PST. I'm going over the merchant back office on Monday. So if anyone has questions on that, and if you guys want to see the whole process, I'll be going over that.
Terrific. Well, should we post it up on social media? Yeah.
We'll send out an email.
We'll send out an email and everything today about it. Okay. So, and that's the other
Bye,
thing.
guys.
One quick thing. You guys got to learn how to duplicate yourselves. You got to start inviting people on the calls. Start inviting people to the trainings. That's the fastest way to build, because if you're new, you need to learn about this stuff, and we're here to help. So I'm going to sign off. I'll see you in a few minutes, Tony. Okay, guys.